when I first booked this show, and I was very excited, and I told all my friends about it, and I explained the character that I was going to be playing, and everyone's first reaction was like, oh my goodness, you're so perfect for this part, which I found very flattering in the moment. And then I kind of started thinking about it, and I'm like, that's weird, she's mentally insane. So I guess not a lot. I joke that I get all my crazy out of work, so I'm an incredibly zen human being the rest of the time. But it's provided a particular challenge for me in the best way, because, you know, within a paragraph she'll change probably 5 different times to 5 different emotions. Yeah, and the writers write her that way, which I love. But it's almost like doing a dance with myself, and so I have to take the time to pre-choreograph that dance before I do it. However, having said that, they also give me so much leeway, and it's been really fun because, you know, I'll come on set and I'll sort of say, okay, well, what are you thinking about for this scene? And they'll say, just have fun, just do your worst. I'm like, okay. And then I just go and I'll do something so insane, and I'll think that was too far, and then they'll like it. So it's been okay.
Playing the flawed character like Tamsin on Lost Girl that became, like, kind of started as a villain and which you hugely love, like, fan favorite. Do you see that in the cards for Alice, like a complex backstory that fans will fall for over time?
Yeah, I think actually there are a lot of similarities between the character. You know, Tamsin was obviously not inherently evil in the same way that Alice is, but I think that they both, and I think Alice really, you know, at the end of the day just wants Pete's love again, because they're twins, and she might want it in a warped way, and, you know, her intentions for what their relationship could be is obviously a little bit crazy, but she very much wants that communion with Kate, and so I think we'll also get a chance to see the whole backstory of how Alice became the way that she was, because she wasn't that way until she was 13, and something horrible happened to her and kind of morphed her into the supervillain that we know today. But I always think, you know, that's very human. No one ends up, they're not just evil when they're born. I mean, things happen to people and they've been hurt, and as my mother says, hurt people hurt people. And Alice is such a good example of that, and I think I've had a tremendous amount of compassion for Alice, and you know, how she got to where she is and why she's the way that she is. So I hope that the audience will as well. But we went to a comic book store. We found one in Vancouver, and we went in, and I remember the guy was so, like, unimpressed with us. We're like, we're here for Batwoman, we're on the show, and he's like, cool, whatever. He's like, Arrow was here the other day. We're like, oh, okay, cool, Arrow.
Is that the one on Granville?
Yeah, no, on Maine. Right. Yeah. Maybe it's, I don't know. Anyway, we'll discuss it. But, and so we got them, and it felt like we were in 7th grade, because we were, like, trading comics, and have you read this one? And I think I'm one ahead of you, and I need the other one, and that was really fun. But it also, I kind of screwed myself, because then it's this tremendous amount of pressure. Every comic that I read, I'm like, oh man, like, you know, people have loved these characters, and you want to do it justice, and I love Batman, and I've been a fan of, you know, I used to watch the Adam West Batman when I was little, so you want to do justice to the characters people have loved for a really long time and lived with and known, so hopefully we do that. Last question.
Speaking of the other characters, obviously Batwoman is going to be included in the crossover, so you started shooting that, and who are you excited to work with?
So the crossover has begun. I'm not allowed to say anything about my involvement in the crossover. However, I can say I'm very excited for Ashley Scott to come back, because she played the Huntress in Birds of Prey, which I was in, and we've been chatting, and she's bringing back, actually she kept a lot of the costume pieces, and she's going to wear the original costume pieces in the crossover. So I think that's just, I think the crossovers are so lovely, because fans of all the shows, you know, get to have their favorites back, and I too get to have my favorite back in Ashley Scott. So I'm really excited about that.
Are you excited for the Birds of Prey movie?
Yes, I am actually. I know, it's so funny.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I often marvel with Ashley and Dina about that show, and we joke that if it had been on the air now, it would have probably gone for a really long time. It was just a bit ahead of its time, I think. Thank you guys.